Alright, this is Corey with the Drain Specialist here at 1218 East 16th. We are doing a home buyer video. The clean out I am running from is ABS clean out in the ceiling of the basement. There's a little pop out in the, what is this, the southeast corner of the basement ceiling, directly underneath the main floor bathroom. So this line is original, installed in 1917. It's a tile line, and it has quite a bit of character. So we're going to pull back and I'm going to show you what I mean here. For the most part, generally speaking, the line looks pretty good. So we are at the city line right now, 95 feet from this ABS clean out. It runs to the sewer in 16th Avenue. So, like I said, 95 feet, pulling back just a hair here, and due to the position that's going to take us a minute, we have a little bit of roots here in the stub. You can see there's a nice little offset there right at the end of the line. These roots are growing in, and it may cause issues in the future. It may not. It just depends on the last time that line was cleared. Like I said, pulling back here, it's going to take us a little bit just due to the angle. Should this line ever be need to be serviced, I would recommend pulling the toilet on the main floor. It would just be easier to run cable. This clean out works for running the camera. However, running cable would definitely want to do it from the toilet access. See, little dip in the line right there, not a big deal. And as I said, all in all, the line looks pretty dang good, especially for this area here in the Perry district. Some of these lines can be pretty rough here in this neighborhood, but this one looks fairly good. Have a little bit of roots coming in here. Bit of feelers coming in there. That is at 69 feet from the clean out in the basement ceiling. Might be a couple of feelers coming in. This is our transition. We're in 4-inch tile right here. I forgot to mention that. Now here on the top right of the screen, so at 66 feet, looks like there potentially is a piece of the pipe missing. It's kind of tough to tell what exactly is going on here. Some of that debris that's built up makes me almost wonder if it's, you know, a Y or something for an outside clean out, but you can't really tell. Potentially something going on with the pipe right there. Let's see. I do think that potentially there's a piece of the pipe missing. You can see, yeah, because the almost looks like you have roots growing kind of on the right side, on the upstream side of that potential break. Yeah, 66 feet. You can see a little bit of a gouge here on the left side of the pipe. So this line has definitely been snaked before. Now this line was actually clogged, and we are closing in on that spot. I was able to push my camera through, so we're going to see how much of the waste and the paper is still in the pipe. From what I could tell, it was just a sludge blockage. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any roots or anything in the pipe at that spot. Just some solids caught at that connection. Which can sometimes happen in these older lines. Once we have the clean out cap back on, we'll flush the toilet and try and get this stuff flowing. We have it broken up as good as it will be at this present time. Now this was when I mentioned at the beginning of the video how the line has a little bit of character to it. It looks like there is a pretty decent offset here in the pipe. On the left side you can see there's a chunk of the tile pipe there that's been dislodged. This is at 41 feet, maybe 41 and a half from the clean out. So we are actually just a little outside of the foundation of the home. From where this clean out is located, it kind of wraps around the basement before it exits and heads north to 16th. So we're probably just a little bit past the cast iron. But yeah, that potentially could cause some issues. You know, you get waste and paper collecting, just like we saw in that other connection a handful of feet downstream from here. You have the potential for that to happen right here, but you know, there wasn't anything built up at this spot when I pushed my camera through. Yep, here's our cast at 36 feet. Now the visible cast in the basement, the inside of the line looks fine. On the outside you can see sporadic rust bubbling starting to form. Probably more so than anything else, those would be the spots that you would want, you know, with the cast iron, you would want to have repaired with the line. Otherwise, if you were to run cable through, you risk the possibility of the cutter shaking free those rust bubbles and causing it to start leaking there into the basement utility space. So that would be the really probably my biggest concern with this line. The offsets don't bother me too much. You know, that's pretty common for these lines. And here we are going east towards our clean out. So here's our ABS section here. This is the toilet in the main floor bathroom. It's directly over us right there. We're gonna look here. So like I said, pop out in the basement ceiling. Southeast corner. Here is the stairs water heater. So there's our real estate agent there. And this concludes our video.